So by the end of this video, you and I would have had at least one portfolio that we would have worked on against this 2024/2025 bull run. Namaste, OE traders. Welcome to another show content where you and I will be opening a portfolio, crypto asset portfolio against this 2024/2025 bull run. Without me wasting much of your time, please let's just go straight into the show. Okay, this is the way we are going to classify, or should I say diversify, our crypto assets depending on the project we would be investing on. Please and please, this is not a financial advice. It is always done for just educational purposes. Okay, let us just go straight. So this is the way we'll be dividing our crypto assets. We will determine what we'll be investing on by their risk. I mean, there are tokens that they don't just go down to zero. You have more convictions on them. Their projects are super solid, mid risk, you understand. So which token are we going to be putting under our low risk? BTC Ethereum. They are practically the father of every crypto asset. And right now, I think BTC, as at the time of doing this video, I think BTC is around 1.2 trillion market cap, and we have the cycle high, the entire high at 73,750, and as of today, it's $61,000. Let's say, for instance, we are investing this $1,000 on crypto assets, and the tokens we are going to be deploying the $1,000 into, the way we are going to divide them, everything is right here on this sheet already. So I'll be deploying 30% of my initial fund, that's the 30% of the $1,000 on low risk, 50% of the $1,000 on mid risk, and 20% to be going on the digens and high risk token. You know, the high risk, you don't want to invest so much on them. They have more potentials of going higher. They can go hundreds of X days, and mid risk can also go 50-20% within days, within months. It's just that the more, let's say, Bitcoin goes down a little, you can expect altcoins to go down at least 2 times or 3 times higher than it. So those are the reasons behind us determining the percentage of funds that will be deploying on all these crypto assets. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, they would be going to the low risk. BTC, it will be going down to the low risk. So ETH, yeah. If you're having like $1,000, so, and we need 30% on our low risk, that means 30% of $1,000, that would be $300. Let's say we'll be putting 150 on BTC, $150. Okay, I already created the portfolio on coin market cap, at least, so it will be easier for us to monitor. I think I wanted to initially do it on make it while I'm recording, but I guess I don't know how to operate this. Let's just go straight. I'd already put my crypto asset here now. It's a demo account initially, but it is something we can all monitor together. So now, as at the time I was putting it was exactly $1,000, but right now, I think I did it just 2 hours ago, but it's already pumping, you understand? So Bitcoin comes first. At least this is $50 deployed. $150 rather. It's now down to 149.96. The next token will be ETH. So we'll be deploying ETH also. So mid risk. Our mid risk token are basically, these are real projects. These are real big time projects, and we have high convictions on them, especially Solana, because I think Solana was initially, I think I started hearing about it from, I think, 2018, but officially it was launched in 2020. So it has been here for a very, 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 very long time, at least in the past cycle. Solana was a token that really did a lot of parabolic movements in the past cycle, the past bull run, and we have so much high conviction on it, and I believe it is going to do perfectly fine during this particular 2024/2025 bull run. I can remember the time I was trying to farm this Sui airdrop when it was introduced. Then I think I missed the airdrop. And the funny thing is, I since then I have been stacking some bags, even if it is small. I've been trying to buy few funds. I started buying this Sui at 0.8 cents. Now as at today now it's $1. So I have so much belief on this Sui token. In fact, my next video I'll dwell more inside this Sui token if we can create a personal wallet for it, and let's see what it's going to do at the end of at least 6 months. Let's just see what's going to happen in 6 months time. So BNB, CZ is back from wherever they took him to. So the conviction on BNB, in fact, as at last cycle, next three crypto asset I would mention is BTC, Ethereum, then BNB. I don't know. To me, Solana had flipped it, and Sui is also coming to to flip a lot of topics. BNB has always been there, and the conviction on it is top notch. Phantom. At least literally, I have friends, I have people that I know they genuinely earned a lot from Phantom. There are so many tokens that come with the network, so many ROIs depending on Phantom. Phantom had been there throughout last cycle. It was still there, and now it's even cheap. I think it's way. In fact, it is the cheapest among all these mid-risk token, and I believe so much on it. Arweave is the Gen Z token. I intentionally included Arweave because Arweave is super new, and I think the project behind it is something I can do with. I wouldn't have included Arweave because my initial thought was just buy mid-risk token of which they have past record, they have history. Like at least they were here at least a cycle ago. Arweave was not here last cycle, but I needed to include something of this cycle into this my conviction list. You can just imagine Solana in 2020. I had people who bought Solana for $8. I mean, when it was $8, now Solana is ranging around 140, $145. So imagine how we've now just been $18 as of now. It's not even up to a year. It's already doing big things. So I believe Arweave is going to go super parabolic this whole cycle. So let's include all of this to our. So we have Sui. Please, Sui, I need to do a video for this Sui. I have so much belief on it, Phantom. And please, just regard what you are seeing here as an educational content. It is never done for the sake of financial advice. BNB and um, if we are deploying 50% of $1,000 into our mid risk, I deliberately made it 5 token at least, so it will be easier for us to just calculate. So the high risk for degens, when you hear dirty fingers, the reason why cryptocurrency is actually risky, the gambling part of cryptocurrency, I personally believe it's the degen, and that is for the high. There are tokens that have gone 1000%. You can imagine a token you just bought for $8 or for $10 in less than 2 weeks or a month, it's already about $150, and you'll be wondering what's going on. That is high risk potential tokens. They are meme coins. Some of them have projects, some of them have genuine projects, some, or should I say most of them, they are built for the sake of, they just want them to be alive. They just want to create a story behind it. They just want to create a narrative for it. The father of them all, initially, when you want to talk about meme coin, you don't talk about Doge. Now, you're not talking about meme coin then. My highest conviction, or the first on the list, I think we are just having 20%. So, and we had already deployed 80% on our high risk and mid risk. You will be surprised because it is actually the one that will give you more profit. In fact, it will determine a lot more for this mid risk and high risk, and low risk. The only thing is the fact that it can go impulsively up means it can also come impulsively down. It is very easy for high risk token to go down to zero. If you are being asked that, okay, you got BTC, you have Solana, you have Doge, to pick one of the low risk, mid risk, and high risk. If you are giving one of those 3 tokens, you are being asked, which one do you think is going to zero faster? Without you thinking about it, high risk can go to zero as fast as. So some people used to classify them as gamble. The fact that you don't also want to risk your funds, so you don't have to invest too much on them. So let's just go straight. Doge, and I'll be going to Solana ecosystem based on the fact that I have been a Solana fan since I don't know. So I'll be picking a meme coin from Solana ecosystem, dog with art. So we'll be deploying 20% on Doge. 20% on high risk. We have just 2 tokens here. There are so many tokens also. There are still Pepe, there's still Shiba, there is Bonk, there is meme coins. I think they are much more than all these real project works tokens. I just have to pick 2. Doge and Wave. So we'll be deploying Doge and Wave 20%. So now 30% for our low risk, 50 for mid risk, and 20% for high risk with $1,000. Now, as I'm using $1,000, you feel like it's $500. You can as well multiply the $500 times the percent. If it is $200, you can as well do the same thing. It is just an investment scheme. We have all of them here already bought here. As at the time I bought them, it was exactly $1,000. In the next 6 months, today is 13th of October, around February, we will be coming back to check this portfolio. If you are willing to have this, the blueprint of this sheet, it's down in the description box. So thank you so much for having me. This will be the end of today's show content, as I'm very sure that next 6 months when we are coming back to check this, there's high chances for us being wrecked, and at the same time there are also chances for us. Let's just see what goes. What happens at the end of 6 months. But please remember, this has never been a financial advice. I am not advising nobody to do all of these things, as it can go to zero in a second. Thank you.